We have two great teams about to go head-to-head here. And for those of you that are following along at home and want to play with us, they know the rules, but I'll share them with you just so that everything's clear here. Round one, questions are worth 5 and 10 points. I got to finish that question before these guys can buzz in. They get the answer right, they will get the points. If they don't, the other team gets a chance to steal. Whoever is trailing after that first round will get to choose from our 3 categories in the blitz, which is my favorite part because we get to go really fast through a lot of trivia. You'll get 1 minute to answer as many questions from that category as you can, but if you miss those, the other team still is going to get a chance to steal those from you. And then we get to round 3, another one that's formatted exactly like our first round, only the questions, man, this can really add up, are worth 5 to 20 points each. And welcome again to the Rotary Challenge, where we have 2 new schools competing against each other. We have Axtell and Crawford. Welcome to all of you here. Are y'all excited to be here?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got 3 rounds that we have to get through. There'll be time, but you'll have plenty of time to answer questions. Once you buzz in, the first answer is the one that's going to be used. So make sure that's the one that you definitely want to have. The first round and the third round are the same. I'll ask questions, you buzz in, you give the answer, you get points. It's that easy. Then for the second round, we have a lightning round. That lightning round is you get a chance to answer 10 questions in 1 minute. Then with those 10 questions, you get through as many as you can. If you get something wrong, the other team has a chance to steal. So you want to listen up on both teams, even if you're not participating in that particular event. Then we will flip-flop it, and we will do that same thing all over again. Now, in this first round, we have different weights of scores. Each question is kind of weighted differently here, so I'll try to save those as we go through. Do we have any questions? Do we have any answers? The answer to that is yes. We should have lots of answers going on here. So let me throw on my glasses because I want to look smart. And we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, Axtell and Crawford, here we go. Beef production has led to much of the drastic deforestation of the Amazon rainforest, which also increases carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Which nation is the largest beef exporter?
Brazil.
Correct. That was for 10 points. Scientists say this year will be the hottest in 125,000 years. Sea levels are rising and extreme weather events are increasing. Climate activist Greta Thunberg has dismissed UN climate summits as just blah, blah, blah. All talk and no action. Thunberg comes from which country?
Germany.
No.
Austria.
No, it is Sweden. Sweden is the name. After Rosalind Carter's death at age 96, who is the oldest living former First Lady? First and last name, please.
Susan B. Anthony.
No.
Barbara Bush.
No. Laura Bush. Laura Bush is the answer. All right, this one is Dolly Parton's new album became the highest charting album of her career. It comprises covers of songs in what genre?
Rock and roll.
Correct. Russia launched its largest barrage of Iranian-made drones at Kyiv, with all but one being shot down by Ukrainian air defenses. The attack came on the commemoration of the 1932-33 famine, which killed several million Ukrainians and was brought on by which Soviet leader?
Stalin.
Correct. The late Henry Kissinger, both celebrated and reviled as the most powerful Secretary of State in post-World War II era, served in what role under which 2 presidents?
Ambassador to China.
No, which 2 presidents? Presidents.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, the late Henry Kissinger, both celebrated and reviled as the most powerful Secretary of State in the post-World War II era, served in the role under which two presidents?
Bush and
No, incorrect. It is Nixon and Ford. Nixon and Ford. Billionaire Mark Cuban agreed to sell his majority ownership stake in which NBA franchise?
Mavericks.
Yes. Joaquin Phoenix has played Johnny Cash, Jesus, and Emperor Commodus in his shape-shifting career. In a new film, he plays which historical French?
Holy. Crawford.
All right, let's get a quick score check here. We have Axtell and Crawford.
Crawford 25, Axtell 5.
Crawford 25, Axtell 5. We got a lot of questions to go. Considered lost 50 years ago, which artist's painting of Madonna and Child was recovered from a residence in Naples, Italy? Sandro Botticelli. All right, which GOP presidential hopeful earned the endorsement of billionaire Charles Koch's political network?
Nikki Haley.
Correct. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has accused the Greek Prime Minister of trying to grandstand over the Parthenon sculptures, which he claims should be returned to Greece. By what name are the sculptures better known in Britain?
Pantheon of the Gods.
No.
Isle of the Gods.
No. Elgin Marbles. For the next four questions, the answers are palindromes. We all know what a palindrome is. All right, word spelled the same backwards as forward. Provide the five-letter palindrome that what it means. An Eskimo boat. That would be a kayak. The former monarchs of Iran.
Shia.
Close, but no.
Shias.
No, it's Shahs. Scandinavian narratives of heroic deeds. That is sagas. And the revolving portion of a stationary part. That is a rotor. Okay, we were out of that one, so let's go on to some more questions here. China announced in December that ordinary passport holders from France, Germany, Italy, and the Netherlands, Spain, and Malaysia will be allowed to do business or travel in China for up to 15 days without a what?
Visa.
Yes. All right, let's get a quick score check here. Axtell and Crawford.
Got Crawford at 35 and Axtell at 5.
35-5. All right. Hey, we still got plenty of time here. Former Sandinista leader Daniel Ortega is now the country's president. Name this country between Honduras and Costa Rica, whose capital is Managua.
Nicaragua.
Correct. According to a new study, which state generates more of its electricity needs from wind power than any other? Hint, it's in the Midwest.
Iowa.
That's correct. What fruit is being recalled nationwide over deadly salmonella risks, especially if shoppers buy it already cut up in a store?
Chicken.
No.
Apples.
No, it is cantaloupe. What European airline with an ocean in its name showed that it is possible to fly transatlantic using 100% sustainable aviation fuel instead of regular jet fuel? It's Virgin Atlantic. All right, Silicon Valley stars, including Jack Dorsey, are drawn to one particular presidential candidate. Who is it? Can you be more specific? It's still, yes, Robert F. will take that. I think it's ugly, but that doesn't matter. Everyone seems to want a pickup, and at the same time, everyone seems to want a blank. That's Brian Moody, executive editor of Autotrader.com, talking about the new Cybertruck, the first truck made by which company?
Tesla.
Correct. See, here we go. I have decided to depart the House at the end of the year to serve America in a new way. I know my work is only getting started. Which 58-year-old California congressman said this in 2023?
Kevin Park.
Correct. I should have been more precautionary, but I wanted to be encouraging to people, said a former world leader during the recent British COVID-19 inquiry about shaking hands with patients after lockdown. Who said this about?
Boris Johnson.
Correct. Boris Johnson is correct. All right. That's the end of round one. Let's get what we have here on the score.
Crawford 85, Axtell.
Crawford 85, Axtell 30, but we still have 2 more rounds to go, folks, and we'll do that right after this. When severe weather strikes, you need a team of experienced meteorologists to get you and your family through the storm.
As severe weather experts, we take every storm seriously.
That's why we track every threat, right down to your neighborhood.
Because we know how challenging Texas weather can be.
When a storm turns severe, we're on the air immediately.
Because it's our mission to bring you the latest information when severe weather strikes.
When severe weather strikes your neighborhood, trust our experienced team to get you through the storm.
Central Texans are connected to Fort Cavazos in many ways.
From service members to civilians and active duty to veterans, we know it's more than just a uniform. It's a community of individuals, each with their own unique story to tell.
And it's our mission to share those stories with you.
Join us as we get to know the people that don the uniform and those who support them, as we show you the many faces of Fort Cavazos. Only on 25 News, connecting Central Texas.
On Good Morning Texas, we want you to have all the ingredients to start your day the right way.
That's why we work hard to highlight everything happening in your neighborhood.
Wake up with us every weekday morning.
Only on Good Morning Texas, where good mornings begin.
Welcome back to round 2 here at the Rotary Challenge, where we have Axtell and Crawford. And Axtell, you are currently trailing, but things can change. You want to ask a question here, though. What are you excited about being here? Why are you really wanting to do this?
It's just a good way to use your information.
Yeah, it is a good way to use information and put it to good use. You know, useless knowledge always pays off in the end, doing something with something like that. So, okay, we have the lightning round. You're going to have 3 categories. There's going to be 10 questions. If they miss any of the 10 questions, you'll get a chance to steal those answers. So make sure the first answer that's popped out, make sure that's the right answer. Your categories are colorful words, New Testament, and words from Greek mythology.
We're going to go with Greek words.
All right, from mythology. You just wanted to see me pronounce some hard words, didn't you? All right, you'll have 1 minute on the clock. We'll answer as many as we can.
Buzzer.
No buzzer on this one. All right? And if you think you know it, say it. But remember, the first answer is the only one you get. Here we go. A kind of book from the name of a titan sentenced to hold the heavens on his shoulders.
Atlas.
A sudden uncontrollable fear from the Greek god Pan, who made people flee in fright.
Pass.
Okay. A plant secretion from the preferred beverage of the gods.
Nectar.
Okay. A pain-relieving drug from Morpheus, the god of sleep and dreams.
Morphine.
Correct. Sensual in nature from Eros, the god of love.
Arrow.
No. Trance-like mental state from Hypnos, the god of sleep.
Dream.
No. Listlessness from the water of the river Liti, which makes you forget.
Pass.
Events in the order of their occurrence from Kronos, the god of time.
Chronological order.
You can get that? All right. All right. So we did get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those correct. Let's get a score update here.
We've got Crawford at 85 and Axtell at 80.
85 to 80. See, we caught up there. But they did get a couple questions that they didn't answer. So let's go ahead and give Crawford a chance to steal here. And here we go. A sudden uncontrollable fear from the Greek god Pan, who made people flee in fright.
Panic.
Correct. Sensual in nature from Eros, the god of love.
Erotic.
Correct. Trance-like mental state from Hypnos, the god of sleep.
Hypnosis.
Correct. Listlessness from the water of the river Lethe, which makes you forget.
Amnesia.
No, that is not correct. But that was what we had there. The answer to that was lethargy. All right. So that is the end of that portion. Now y'all will get a chance to do your categories. Would you like colorful words or New Testament, Crawford?
Let's go New Testament.
New Testament. New Testament. All right, let's put a minute on the clock. Remember, listen to what they don't get. Here we go in the category of New Testament. Here we go. Who said, I am the voice of one crying in the wilderness?
Jesus.
No. What food and drink did Jesus serve at the Last Supper?
Bread and wine.
Correct. To which faithful coworker did Paul write 2 epistles?
Timothy.
In most English translations, how is the Greek word logos rendered?
Word.
Yep. How much money did Jesus tell his disciples to take when he sent them out to preach?
None.
Correct. Identify the woman who cast 2 mites into the treasury.
The widow.
We'll take that. Okay. What city was Jesus crucified near?
Jerusalem.
Correct. What does Christ say a man does when he divorces his wife and marries another?
Commits adultery.
Correct. 3 original songs are found in the first chapter of Luke. Name the author of one of them.
Mary.
It was after the time, so we can't accept that. All right. So there we go. So you get a chance to steal 1 or 2 here, judges. 2, 1 and 9. All right. Here we go. Who said, I am the voice of the one crying in the wilderness?
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist is correct. And 3 original songs are found in the first chapter of Luke. Name the author of one of them.
David.
That is incorrect. It's Mary, Zacharias, or Simeon. Okay. So that is the end of the lightning round. So Axtell and Crawford, let's get the score, judges.
Crawford, 185, Axtell, 90.
Crawford 185, Axtell 90, but there's still a lot of points to come in the 3rd round, and we'll do that right after this. When severe weather strikes, you need a team of experienced meteorologists to get you and your family through the storm.
As severe weather experts, we take every storm seriously.
That's why we track every threat, right down to your neighborhood.
Because we know how challenging Texas weather can be.
When a storm turns severe, we're on the air immediately.
Because it's our mission to bring you the latest information when severe weather strikes.
When severe weather strikes your neighborhood, trust our experienced team to get you through the storm.
Unlock the latest headlines at your fingertips. Set your notifications and stay connected with instant update push alerts. Read and watch in-depth stories from your neighborhood. Search KXXV in your app store now and download the 25 News app today.
Central Texans are connected to Fort Cavazos in many ways.
From service members to civilians and active duty to veterans, we know it's more than just a uniform. It's a community of individuals, each with their own unique story to tell.
And it's our mission to share those stories with you.
Join us as we get to know the people that don the uniform and those who support them, as we show you the many faces of Fort Cavazos. Only on 25 News, connecting Central Texas.
Welcome back for round 3 between Axtell and Crawford. We talked to Axtell for a little bit. Crawford, why are you excited to be here?
Well, as you all know, we attend Crawford, and from day one, we're really taught to compete in anything that we do. And so we're just excited to be able to compete in an academic event.
Lovely answer right there. So was that prepared? Did you know I was going to ask that?
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little. All right. All right. We got the final round. Let's check the score once again.
Crawford, 185, Axtell, 90.
So 185 to 90. Axtell, we have a little work to do, but remember, points are awarded for all the questions you get right, and there's still a lot of time left here in the show, so we're going to get to it so you can get to answering some questions. Y'all ready? You ready? Here we go. At the 2022 MTV Video Music Awards, which artist became the first to win Video of the Year for a video she directed herself, a 10-minute film?
Taylor Swift.
Yes. A drought in Spain is causing a shortage and a consequent price increase in what product of Spain's world's largest producer? And which of Spain is the world's largest producer of? Sorry.
Grapes, wine.
No.
Avocados.
No, it's olives. Sandra Day O'Connor died on December 1st. What office was she the first woman to hold?
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court.
Justice.
Yeah.
Supreme Court Justice.
Oh, here's a fun name. Evan Grigoshkovic has been held in Russia for over 250 days on an espionage charge that he, his employer, and the U.S. government vehemently reject. What was Mr. Grigoshkovic's job when he was arrested?
Journalist.
We'll accept that, yes. The Supreme Court recently heard arguments over a bankruptcy deal for Purdue Pharma. That would give billions of dollars to those harmed by what?
Opioid.
Opioid, correct. Venezuela is threatening to annex an oil-rich portion of land owned by which of its neighbors?
Guyana.
Yep. Hunter Biden has been charged with 9 criminal counts in California. What do the charges involve?
Illegally owning a gun.
No.
Tax fraud.
We'll take that, tax evasion. President Liz McGill of which university has resigned amid a congressional inquiry regarding rising anti-Semitism on campus?
Harvard.
No.
Yale.
No. University of Pennsylvania. This year is on track to be the hottest year of climate temperatures ever on record. Among the worrisome trends are warmer ocean waters feeding stronger, more frequent storms. What Eastern Pacific climate pattern is making that problem worse?
La Nina.
No.
Global warming.
No. El Nino. The Nino. Have y'all seen that, Chris Farley? Do you even know who Chris Farley is? Oh, man. I'm old here. What footballer is Time's 2023 Athlete of the Year?
T.A. Stroud.
No.
Patrick Mahomes.
No. Lionel Messi. The year 2024 will be a re-election year for which autocrat who is seeking his 6th term in office after changing the Constitution in 2020, permitting him to serve through 2036?
Vladimir Putin.
Yep. A group of shareholders sued Smith & Wesson over how it makes and sells AR-15 rifles. What kind of people are the plaintiffs?
Gun violence victims.
No.
Innocent.
No, the answer is nuns. I didn't know that one either. After making it through the Big Ten undefeated, which school was the top seed in this year's college football play?
Michigan.
Yes, with authority. Following a fatal crash last week off the coast of Japan that claimed 8 lives, the U.S. military has grounded hundreds of what aircraft?
B-22 Osprey.
Yes. What celebrity has been wowing fans with her slimmer face after years of weight struggles, all in advance of a re-release of the movie The Color Purple? That would be Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey. Let's get a score check here, judges.
All right, we have Crawford at 250 and Axtell at 115.
All right, 250, 115. Let's get to work. From overturning to replacing to tweaking to fundamentally improving it, politicians are all talking about the ACA, more commonly referred to as Obamacare. The abbreviation stands for what?
Affordable Care Act.
Correct. What dangerous ailment is said to be increasing among coal miners? Which 1 in 5 are suffering from this disease?
Black lungs.
Yes. Which chain cafe has had multiple lawsuits filed against it for charged lemonade? A 30-ounce...
Panera.
Correct. When asked by Sean Hannity last week, you're not going to be a dictator if you win in 2024, are you? Former President Trump said no, except for when?
His first day of office.
Yes, day 1. Venezuela rejects an 1899 international arbitration ruling that awarded the Essequibo region of Guyana when it was still a colony of which European nation?
The Netherlands.
No.
Spain.
No, Britain is the answer. House members voted to punish one of their own, targeting Democratic Representative Jamal Brown for doing what in a U.S. Capitol office building when the chamber was in session?
Speaking on the line?
No.
Smoking.
No. He pulled the fire alarm. That's a high school antic right there. Not that y'all would do that, sorry. A 120-foot dragon with a 20-foot head is connected from his neck collar by a... Okay, you're going to have to write this down. This one's going to take a while. A 120-foot dragon with a 20-foot head is connected from the neck collar by a chain 900 feet long to a small mountain. The dragon can breathe fire equal to the length of his entire length of his body. How close do you dare come to the mountain? This is going to take a little time. Would you like me to repeat it? Okay. A 120-foot dragon with a 20-foot head is connected from the neck collar by a chain 900 feet long to a small mountain. The dragon can breathe fire equal to the entire length of his body. How close do you dare come to the mountain?
1,140 feet.
Close, but that's not the answer.
1,440.
What?
1,441.
No. It's 1,040 feet. 1,040 feet. President Biden told Democratic donors he wasn't confident he'd be seeking another term if not for what situation? A notably candid assessment of his re-election rationale.
He wouldn't be running for re-election unless Trump was.
So will we take it? Do we get...
It's after time, so.
Okay, all right. It's the correct answer, but time has expired. And that was the end of round 3. Judges, let's declare a winner.
Crawford, 280, Axtell, 130.
All right, Crawford will be moving on to the next round here. Axtell, hey, you did well. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
That's what matters. See smiles on faces everywhere. And we will see Crawford in another episode of the Rotary Challenge. Man, these kids are smart. We're going to have another one for you coming up, and we will see you then. When severe weather strikes, you need a team of experienced meteorologists to get you and your family through the storm.
As severe weather experts, we take every storm seriously.
That's why we track every threat, right down to your neighborhood.
Because we know how challenging Texas weather can be.
When a storm turns severe, we're on the air immediately.
Because it's our mission to bring you the latest information when severe weather strikes.
When severe weather strikes your neighborhood, trust our experienced team to get you through the storm.
Central Texans are connected to Fort Cavazos in many ways.
From service members to civilians and active duty to veterans, we know it's more than just a uniform. It's a community of individuals, each with their own unique story to tell.
And it's our mission to share those stories with you.
Join us as we get to know the people that don the uniform and those who support them, as we show you the many faces of Fort Cavazos. Only on 25 News, connecting Central Texas.